custom project quarter 4. So for this 9 weeks, we had to pick a project to do, and we could do it on anything we wanted. So I picked to do photo editing. I made this my project because I wanted to learn how to photo edit better, and I wanted to try a new outlet of editing because I enjoy taking photos on the side and I enjoy photography as a hobby. So the objective of my project was to make 3 photos using Adobe Lightroom CC 2017 so that I could get a better understanding of photo editing and, trying a new platform of photo editing. I wanted to do this because because I enjoy taking pictures on the side. And I feel that I fully met my objective, and I really learned how to be a better editor and how to work Lightroom. My criteria was very simple. I was going to use 3 photos and have them edited in Adobe Lightroom. The software I used was Adobe Lightroom for editing the photos, and Microsoft PowerPoint for making the presentation to track my progress. Something else I used was the camera, which was a 13 megapixel rear camera on my phone is what I used to take 2 of the 3 pictures. The first picture I actually used a Sony DSLR to take the pictures because I took the pictures for a previous project and I just wanted to have them and I just really liked the photo, so I decided to use that one instead of the one that I had previously thought I was going to use. My hardware was just a Dell Precision T3400, which is the camera or the computer that I use to edit it on. Okay, so these are my educational resources. They were all really helpful to me when researching and finding different ways to edit in it. But the one that helped me the most is actually the last one that I have. It's the video that I went along with to find out how to edit all my photos. Alright, so this is my task alignment. My first one was 3.2, analyze various media presentation formats. And I feel I met this one when I made the presentation for this project explaining what I did. My next one is 901, identify project management components. And I did meet this task, I feel, because I was able to manage a plan and make it and do it and finish it on time. So I feel that I met that task. 801, identify hardware required for multimedia and entertainment presentations. And I met this one actually by just making the presentation because I identified what I needed to use to make the presentation. The next one, 1103, use master slides, templates, and/or themes. I did this one by picking out the right slides so that you can read the words and is eligible. So that's how I feel I met that task. 7.1, show knowledge of editing terminology. I feel that I met this one, but I could have pushed forward, I think, and met it a little bit better if I had the time to, but I didn't. I feel like I did meet this one by just being able to edit it and knowing like what the vibrance of a picture was. So I feel like I met that in explaining how I edited my pictures. This is my production timeline. So for April 10th, I wanted to find and watch educational resources, and then I wanted to find pictures and just play around with Lightroom and really get the hang of it, which I did. For 11, I wanted to pick photos for the project and continue working on Lightroom, and I also completed this on time. I picked photos, but I didn't have it written down in a plan yet because we actually did it different. Instead of writing the plan first, we did the project first and then wrote the plan, which I feel like I actually like a little bit better. 421 was finish the first photo that I completed. I completed this on time, I feel. 424, I wanted to start the second photo, and then 428, I wanted to finish the second photo. and I was a little bit behind on that one, but I ended up finishing it all in time. 5-1 and was start the third photo. 5-8 was finish the third photo. I did manage to do that on time too. And 5-12, I said that I would have peers giving reviews on the photos, or on how the photos look, and I actually met that one. I did that one more during the process so that I didn't have to do it then, so I finished that one ahead of time. My next one is 5-17, and I said that I will have anything fixed that needs fixed and start my presentation. And I actually did fix that too, and I got that done on time, and actually ahead of schedule because, as I said with the peers, that kind of goes along with the peers giving advice, and that I did after I finished a picture. I had someone give me advice on how it looked, or tell me how it looked, or something that I could change, and I got that done on time, so because I got it done when I got the photos done. 5-19, I will have presented and have my project done, completed on time, and I'm presenting right now, and it is 5-17, so I am ahead of schedule on that too. Here I just go on to say how I completed a lot of these ahead of schedule, and if that happened, I wanted to do more, but I didn't, because we have so many other projects going on here in shop. I didn't get the time to complete more photos like I would have liked to, but I think next year I would really like to continue on with photo editing and using Lightroom. Alright, well here's my first picture. On the left you have the original photo, and then on the right you have the edited photo that I did. This is of Brooke, and I picked this photo to do because I was using it for another project, and I liked the angle that it was taken, and I just thought that it could use a little bit of touching up. I used the Sony, this is the one I used the Sony DSLR for. So to get it the way that I did, I turned up the vibrance on the photo, and I turned up the vibrance on the colors because she's wearing some colors, and turning the vibrance on her clothes, which was the colors, it just made you catch her, it made your eye catch her in the picture and make her stand out in the picture, and I really like that. Alright, so here's my next picture. The one on the left is the original, and the one on the right is the edited. I didn't do much to this because before I even edited it, I just really liked the photo, so I didn't really do much to it. I just changed a little bit about it. I just made it stand out more by turning the exposure down and the contrast up so that it makes the white pop out at you, and because they're like mushrooms on a tree, and it makes the mushrooms pop out a little bit. And I turned the lights down and the darks down to get an effect on it. Alright, so here's my third picture. I really wanted to do a person headshot kind of thing for one of my pictures because I just wanted the experience, and the YouTube video that I used to learn how to make Lightroom, he was doing a kind of headshot kind of thing, and I just really liked the kind of techniques. I wanted to test out techniques that you can do on the face. So to edit this photo, all I did was I turned the temperature up a little bit, just like a little bit, and I also turned the tint up a little bit, just to make it stand out and make some of the colors stand more out than it does, because it looks very dull in the original photo. It's very dull and kind of boring. So making the colors stand out a bit more, darkening the colors helps it stand out. And I also turned up the clarity to -2020. So here's actually a practice photo that I did. To learn how to use Lightroom, I just did a bunch of practice photos. I just found photos that I had already had on my drive, and I put them into Lightroom and just followed along with the video. And here's one of them and how it turned out. I didn't save it or anything. I just took a screenshot for my logs, and I ended up putting it in here because I figured it'd be nice to see it, see my progress on it. So here's some of my peer help. Just Ebony and Faith told me that the pictures were good. I think they looked at the second and third pictures. And Austin on the second picture of the tree with the mushrooms on it, Austin, I put a yellow tint to it because I like the yellow tint at first, but then Austin pointed out that he didn't and like gave me some reasons on why, and that it just made it look better and more professional not having the yellow tint on. So I decided to take that off, and now I see it, I agree with him. So overall, I just really enjoyed doing this project because I learned so much from it, and it's actual experience that I can use just in my hobby. And it just gave me some more experience under my belt. So, and it was really easy after I learned how to work everything. It was a really easy program to use, so I would highly suggest it. Alright, well, thank you so much.